So what's up? Back again. The day has came that I am working on Tahoe. We're gonna install the transmission cooler and an oil catcher can. I got them supposedly so like that. Rude ass person have to sit there and push the gas. Don't mind them. From oil catcher can because these engines like to consume a lot of oil in the air intake manifold housing. I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. So by catching the oil on the catching can, we'll get it so like that it's clean in the inside. So first things first, we're gonna see where we're gonna be able to mount that catcher can, and I'm gonna disconnect this plastic piece so we can get the grill off so we could install the transmission cooler. So let me get straight to it. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. Amazon special catcher can. It has a little gauge here, and it has all the lines that I think I need here. I just don't personally like this flexi ass hose. Maybe we'll go to O'Reilly's and get something a little bit better than this. And then the transmission cooler is right here. So let me take out the grill so we can see where we can mount it at. And then we're gonna flare those lines, flare them with the brake flare kit, so like that the hose don't pop out. And then eventually switch it out to AM fittings. But for now, let's see if this hype is really to cool down the engine. I don't have any transmission problems, but a little more fluid in the transmission doesn't hurt, especially this big 40 cooler. So let's see. Let's take off the grill. Well, whatever this is, the grill cover. and then we'll get started. It's a 10mm bolt here. And then you have these little clips. You pull, be careful. Both sides, and then you pick it out and up. And there you go. Let's set that somewhere where it's not gonna get damaged. Transmission cooler, we're gonna delete it. We're gonna mount it, cut those lines down there, flare them, and let's install it. But let's see if that's not gonna be in the way. Usually people like to cut this little notch and then putting it to the side. Let's see how it works. Let me get the 10mm bolts that I need to take off this bracket, and we'll put this one together and mock it up, and we'll see where the center is at and how it's gonna look. So let's do just doing it. Look, it came off. It broke off the rivets, so it was just free forwarding. So let's man, look at all this overspray. Holy shit. The good thing about it is a new condenser, new radiator, now new transmission cooler. So let me get that out of the way and disconnect those. And these, you can just disconnect them with the little pick. You can pick them here, and then we'll cut them and flare them wherever we're gonna need them to locate the new one. So let's do just that. And use what we have. All you gotta do is stick it in here. You see how it pried out? These have a tendency of flaking out, so just be very careful. I got it out. There you go. We'll save this. Let's do the next one. On this side. There you go. Popped it out. And this has been here since I bought the truck in 2002. This is a 2001 Chevy Tahoe that I did the Escalade conversion. So that hasn't been off since I last serviced the transmission, which I changed the transmission fluid about 100,000 give or take, since I bought it. Right now on the dash it has 142, so very low miles. So for sure this is going to be an upgrade for sure. So let me take off these lines. Since I don't have nothing to put down there and I don't want to take out the bumper, I'm going to put gloves to catch the transmission fluid that we take out. So let me do that, and then I'll show you guys. Took it off and I checked it. The oil is still very red. Let's see, let me get a little bit. It looks a little dark on camera, but I assure you it's red. You can see. Focus, there you go. It's red, so that's good. It doesn't smell burnt. That's exactly, I mean, if your transmission overheats or for whatever reason, you can get because of this, overheating the transmission or overloading the transmission. And you could also smell the clutch, because inside the transmission there's clutch materials, and that usually gets mixed with the oil, and you can smell. It'll smell like when you fry a pig or fries, I don't know, anything. I can't explain it, but it's the same thing as welding. Whenever you get that little sizzling sound from the, like bacon, that sound is what you want to hear when you're welding. That's how you know your gas and your, you know, the distance of how far you're gonna do it, it's gonna be. I don't know if that makes any sense, but getting out of topic, let me remove this old flimsy one and we'll mock up the new one and see where we're gonna install it at. I need to replace this. This is actually not a cooling temperature sensor. This is for the airbag system. So whenever you have a collision, this sensor pops, makes your airbags inside there pop. So that one is very important. So yes, we do need it still. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let me take it out because I need 2 hands and move this bracket and either flip it or put it down more so it fits in this location. Boys, so I ended up bending these brackets away. I'm gonna actually keep it away from there, about like that distance, so you know the vibration. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I already tested it out. I'll show you guys how I bent those brackets right now. So that's how much room I have to play, more than enough. And then eventually I'm gonna go get some speakers there so it'll work out perfect. So let me bend those brackets, cut those lines, flare those. We'll install one thing and then we'll go to the catch can. So far, so good. Oh, let me show you guys. So I ended up just bending them so it's away from there. So let me get some sap tappers, drill that to this, and then we'll sidetrack, but I ended up cutting it. Now you have to do some type of flare so the holes don't pop out. If I had the AM fittings, there's some AM fittings that you slide them in here and then you tie them with the little cup, and then that compresses this and it keeps it from coming out. Now you like something like that, but I don't have that. I'm gonna have to make it work. I'm gonna use a brake flare kit, which I have. Then I'm gonna flare this, stick this side, and then do the same to that side. So let me tie this up and I'll show you guys. See, there's a flare on the pipe. I'm gonna run this right now, do the other side, and then we'll be done with one thing. But yeah, this is not hard. Just cutting that off, cutting this one off, flaring that one, running it there. And then these lines already go straight to the transmission back there, because I deleted the one that goes into the radiator and I connected them straight from there. Eventually I am going to do AM from the transmission all the way to the intercooler, which would be a lot better. But for now, this will work. But anything's better than that little thing. So yes, I would say the first mod would be to replace the intercooler, so your transmission lasts a long time. So let me finish doing this and then I'll show you guys how to mount that. Second one, that's how much you want to be sticking out. So it looks just like this. So you gotta flare it down and then you do the inside. Let me do that right now. Come on, boys. Little perfect little loop here, perfect loop there. Now he's gonna mount it on the top. which I made those brackets. I don't know where I left them at. Let me pick it up, and then let me reassemble. And I thought that this was gonna take me, honestly, a couple of minutes. I was wrong. 7 this morning. It's already 1 o'clock, and that's as far as I got. Hey, but it's starting to look my boys. Let me finish doing those tabs, and then I'll show you guys the final assembly when it's completely done. But it's not hard. It's very easy. Honestly, it's just wanting to do something. Everything that I do, it's not hard. Anybody could do it. You just got to put your mind to it. Something positive so you guys could take, and then I'll drill a hole for that for the airbag system sensor to put it back to look like factory, and then we'll call it a wrap. So let me show you guys right now when it's fully assembled. Now let's turn it on, check for leaks, and add more transmission fluid, because we are going to need more transmission fluid because it is a bigger transmission cooler. It was raining for the last 3 days, that's why it's covered. But let's get this mamalona. Only has 135 on the dash. Check for leaks, then I'm gonna check the dipstick, and I did have transmission fluid right here, so if we need it, we'll replace it. Premium. So let's check it, and I'll pick it up. There you go. Put it there so it's still in a somewhat factory location. We don't have any leaks, that's good. Now we're gonna assemble this. Take off the bolt. One, two. There you go, my boys. Oh, my lens. Transmission cooler is on. That's good. So let me put this together and see if we have enough time to put the catching can. So let me put all this together, and then we'll work on the catching can right now. Hello, my boys. What transmission cooler? And I made this slot because I needed it from my bar. So whenever I go do the smog, they need to see this, so I don't have to take this off. Cut a little opening there, so now they can physically see it, which sounds good. But yeah, this is what the edge of it looking like. Right now we're gonna figure out a good spot to put this catching can. But so far so good. Ahí está la mama whiskey. So let's clean this up, and then we'll start the oil catching can. For the new upgrades that are going to be on the mamalona, and like always, like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate all my supporters out there. Like I told you guys in my last video, I still have some stickers that I could give away for free. All you got to do is like, comment, or send me a message on my Instagram, and I'll send you one for free. I also have sweaters that I dropped. I know we're getting away from the winter already, but the person that I'm working with is always backed up, so he gets to them when he has time, which unfortunately in this case has been past winter. But I'll have them stocked for next winter, and I have shirts, and I have new decals too. So I'll show you guys all those in a little bit. But with that being said, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys the next time. She, güero.